yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right?
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 43.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Squeeze, double. Check. Crunch.
From the 41, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. yards there and a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Watch the whip. Now 10.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He's going to float this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
He's got a man, complete. That one good for 37 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, check back 27. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Bills 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On the ground is Singletary. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Ground 80. Check back 27. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. Share. Half 10. 5 wide. Here we go.
Allen now throwing again, and it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Allen's pass incomplete from the contact. It's now 4th down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up.
On the draw, it's Wilson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona 1st. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Now they try the right side here. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. And Singletary has it stripped, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now Allen throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check
Allen going to throw again. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, Allen. That's complete to Sharp. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Complete to number 87. First down and goal to go.
Allen now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third manageable with that run.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. The open man is Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the 45 on second down. Murray, open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. They run with Hines. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Set, ready.
Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Got it! Mike 50. I got you, son.
And an alley to run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And it's second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Here's Hines. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now a give, right side. Hines. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be fourth down. Seibert's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Allen. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Allen. He's got his man shut, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Allen to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Allen now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On 1st down, Singletary. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw, it's Allen. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 4-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Getting toward the middle of the 4th quarter, and with that lead, they love runs like that.
And don't we spend a lot of time looking at the timeout situation, clock management, but it's really not going to matter much if they can't stop them. And right now, they're really struggling to get them on the ground.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Seibert on for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Cardinals 47, Bills 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Check. Middle. I've got Mike T right here, guys. Mike T.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Go. Mike 10. Mike 10.
To the air, Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Under 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made by Levi Wallace. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First down, Arizona.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Into the secondary again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Allen to throw again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
From the contact. It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now Allen again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.